Hello from Share Zoom. um, yeah, this is my room. And I think I've uploaded some pictures on Instagram of the different things I've done here. But this was all white, except for the paint was there, but there was nothing that you see in the back. And I think I'm so tired of traveling that I don't even have to say it out loud or even make a confirmation like, "Hey, let's just stop traveling." My body decided like we are not going anywhere. Stay there. Like make this place your home. We have went out in search of home, um, and we have learned that our body is our home, but also we choose where the home is. There's always going to be hundreds of options, but we choose what we call home. And my body feels safe in this house, in this city, in the people around here. They make me feel very safe. So I think me, without even acknowledging this to myself, I was calling Medellin home in some ways. I don't know what that looks like. I'm still here for the next 2 months for now. And yeah, I just started decorating. I went to the dollar store, got the whiteboard and the stuff, and put all my jewelry over there. Had some things here for the painted stuff, and then started putting stickies on the wall and started decorating with my clothes. I think I can be a good decorator based on your personal brand. Without even thinking about it, I started decorating my room in a way that feels very much like how I would decorate my journal. And I feel that is especially for chicas who journal, this is such a good indicator of what your style is if you don't know what your personal style is. Also, in terms of how I dress now. And it's not something I always used to do like this, or it's not something that I intentionally decided this is how I'm going to start dressing. I just got really curious about, sorry, this thing is just bothering me. I just started to get curious about what does when I look at something and my body is like, we like it. Why is it saying that? Or sometimes I don't even ask why is it saying it, but I honor the intuition if my wallet allows it. And I there was this one reel on Instagram about this lady. One of the dresses that fits her perfectly has to be expensive. So it was a reel about that, and it was more funny than how I'm explaining it. But I remember commenting under that, I trust my intuition. My intuition is expensive. Because I mean, this is low cost hobbies. This is all dollar store stuff. But usually, when I like something, either it's like a thrift store thing, which I feel has some attachment, like this was from a thrift store, and I really love knowing that someone else, passed some good energy to it. And kind of, when you go to the store and you check the clothes, if the energy is good or bad. Don't ask me for mathematical proof here. Some things cannot be explained by maths yet. But I do believe in 100 to 200 years from now, we will have mathematical equations to explain our intuition. Okay, maybe not 100, maybe even 10, 20 years. World is progressing at such a fast rate. Anyway, I digress. So I didn't know this was something I admired until I found, I'm going to post a picture here, this thing, add the picture here, as a skirt in the thrift store yesterday. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to wear it as a skirt, but something tells me I should buy it. And then as soon as I got home, I was like, oh, I should hang it up on the wall. And then I showed my room to a couple of people and they were like, oh, this is very much your style. And I was like, why are they saying that? And I noticed this was lying on the table. I'm like, now I know this is my kind of what I like. And I think in a way that is what personal style is. Like, who are you? I definitely think in the past 2 years, one of the biggest things I have also received is knowing what my personal style is, and knowing how to do my own branding in a way. I know it sounds very businessy terms, but I say it so people understand. Like I want to say, know who you are and what you like. So everything that you do, every product you create, every offer you put out there, every business you create, it reflects you. Or if it's multiple partners and 4 or 5 people are getting together, it reflects the collective values, the collective interests. And that's honestly what branding is, that it is consistent. It is something that hopefully now that you see my room, you would see my wall, and you would be like, yeah, this is who she is. Um, I definitely have been feeling more centered in who I am lately, and I think branding is just that. Um, for yourself or your business. Okay. What am I going to talk about? Um, so last time I did the podcast. I find it funny that I have a podcast, which is basically me speaking to my camera in my bedroom. Welcome to Shay's room, or live from Shay's room. Which one is better? Live from Shay's room. That's nice. So yeah, I did one with Mayan, and it abruptly cut off because the disk space was full. And that reminds me if it would happen again, but we'll see. I should sort that thing out and get some storage. Yeah, it did abruptly cut off at the point of zouk, and we just were like, oh, we spoke enough. Let's just do it some other time. Um, and I think that's one of the things maybe I want to share today is about dancing. Dancing has been a big, big, big part of my healing journey. Movement has been in 2020 after I started journaling, in 2019 after my grandfather passed away. Somehow journaling was definitely that ripple effect that led to one thing after the other. Through journaling, I kind of got more curious about my routine. I was hand journaling, long form journaling, but also I was doing bullet journaling on my bullet journal. It was so cute. That's also when I started to play around with colors. I got back into calligraphy. I got in touch with my inner child, the inner cutie in me. And it was nice to finally get that structure for my brain to have a place to put my thoughts, because there's just so many thoughts all the time. And then through that, I discovered that I liked doing yoga. And it wasn't just the yoga part, it was obviously the asana part, the physical practice at that point. But I liked moving my body. It kind of gave me helped me realize that I had a desire to feel the stretch and sensations in my body. And that stretching, moving my body made me feel a certain way. Now, you can look up science behind it. I'm not going to go in there. This is my perspective for now. But yeah, movement is linked with how you feel. The endorphins arise when you're moving a lot. And there was obviously, I didn't know it all back then. But it was through journaling that I found yoga. Through yoga, I stepped into the world of movement, strength training, mobility, flexibility, pole, silk, free flow, freestyle, to what I do now, which I used to call random movements. Now it's Shay's Leela. It's my play. It's how I express myself through my movement, and how I give it some structure, how I kind of use it as a way to express myself creatively. And when I left Toronto 2 years back, I went to Montreal, May 2023, and then things happened one after the other. Some other day, but things happened and I ended up traveling. I decided to leave everything behind and go on this journey of discovering who I am, or not even who I am. Journey started in 2022. 2023 was more, oh, I got to figure out how to survive because this pain is too hard to bear. And yeah, it was a matter of survival at that point. So I stopped moving, even though there was a time I was still moving, especially with Zanda movements, and but it was hard, especially when you're in this frozen state. Movement is the last thing you want to do. It is the thing that is going to help you out. It is so healing to move. It is so healing to connect to the language of your body and understand what it's saying. But it doesn't come easy. You can't expect yourself to be motivated like, oh, I am depressed, I am anxious, I feel this, let me go and do yoga. That just, it's like your system is shutting down. It doesn't happen. So I stopped. I didn't move as much, and I chose other escape mechanisms. My journal is falling apart. We'll fix that later. But when I got to Colombia last year around this time, 9th of May, I took the flight. 10th of May, arrived in Bogota. And I met some chicas who introduced me to salsa. They were going to Cali. I went to Cali. I started dancing salsa, and things changed. I don't think I planned it, but just because I was moving my body again and there was a structure, there was something external. I was moving with a partner. It was helping me express my creativity. It started healing me, and it started helping me connect with my body. It found me at the exact time where I was going through shit. And movement was like, dance was, let me teach you the lessons through this medium of dancing, and it may just save your life. And it did. I am so grateful for dancing, to have found it. And I keep coming back to Medellin because this is the place where I fell in love with bachata, fell in love with dancing, met amazing people, people that made me feel at home. Just, I have a new life because of the city. I am going to get emotional for a city. I have never been this emotional about a man, so I mean that's a lie, but you get what I'm saying. Um, but yeah, this place made me feel like I belong here, even though I'm a foreigner. And the people are so kind. I love Colombians so much. I love the language. I wouldn't say I don't. I do love the food, but you have to understand. I'm from South Asia. We have very specific food taste. I do order biryani once in a while. So, um, but this place helped me come back to myself, and dancing was a big part of that. People too. Um, and then I found zouk.